I asked you this question about the gym earlier on, about is it kind of like training in the gym? Are there things you think people could do to heighten their ability to speak to loved ones that might have passed, or to heighten their ability to tap into signs?
So I go through this in the book, and I chose the order quite carefully. So I talk about neuroaesthetics, which is, noticing beauty, basically, if not like actually engaging in the arts. There's a lot of evidence for engaging in the arts in terms of like increasing your novelty salience, which is noticing new things, which is part of the journey of opening up that filter. And then there's a whole chapter on nature, because I think a lot of signs come from nature, like butterflies, robins, sort of, spiral formations, cloud formations. So noticing nature more can help you, also to receive these signs. And then community is a huge part of it, because, if I had this conversation with you and you totally shut me down and said, it's not provable, this is ridiculous, I'm not airing this episode, that would have a very different effect on me to you even being open to like asking me challenging questions that I welcome, but also engaging in this conversation and sort of, maybe feels a little bit like maybe questioning, some things that you might do differently. So those are three very important parts of like sort of part two of the book. Part one is more about what are signs, what are you missing, have you been receiving signs already?
One of the things that when I was going through my sort of transition from like being religious to being agnostic, I'd say, because I wouldn't call myself an atheist, is I was watching all these atheist minds debate and talk and stuff. And one of them said is that if coincidence didn't happen in our lives, then that would be a miracle. Like statistically, mathematically, if at some times you don't think of Dave and then the phone rings and it's Dave, that would actually be more mathematically improbable than it happening sometimes. If you think about, if you had this on a distribution curve or something, it is likely, mathematically, that really unlikely things will happen sometimes.
Okay.
Right. So I've always had that in my head as a way to sort of rationalize coincidence. So when coincidence happens, I think, well, probabilistically, really unlikely things have to happen. And if they never happen, then that's a miracle.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like mathematically, you would say like, likely things happen often,